Welcome to Entrepreneurs and Leaders, and today we have Noushky with us, which he is someone that is very fan of the Caribbean culinary traditions for her parents' inheritance, and she's supporting local community through sustainable practices, providing a unique dining experience that celebrates diversity. So tell us, what are the 5 steps to cook an amazing Caribbean food? What are the 5 things that you need to really know?
Welcome to Entrepreneurs Are Leaders podcast with Harry Sardinas. Interviews with world's most influential entrepreneurs that share tips about how to grow your business exponentially. Charismatic speaking, leadership, branding, marketing strategies designed to help you monetize your knowledge, find true happiness, and manifest your goals and dreams.
Well, the first thing is you have to make sure it's fresh and quality. Then second, it's always the preparation of cleaning the food, like washing it, making sure you're removing all the fats and the bacteria. The third one is using fresh seasoning. I'm a fan of doing the mashed garlic, the cloves, the scallions to get that paste. The fourth is the marination, and then the fifth is just preparing it.
Well, but your passion for food has to is really, really great. I know that because I had a restaurant once, and I thought I was passionate about food. Yeah, and what I realized is I like to eat it a lot, but actually cook it, and the whole process, it was too much for me. Yeah. So this
Yeah,
this
it can be
restaurant
very
this
daunting.
restaurant this restaurant I lost 200,000 pounds and 2 years trying to make this thing work. So where do you got this? You haven't started up, yeah? So where do you have this passion for food and for actually preparing and cooking? You really need to love food because, like I say, to be in this business is a lot of operation. It's not as easy as it sounds. People think that having a food business is same like I cook nice food. It doesn't work like that. You need to take in consideration the orders, make sure that the things don't get off, make sure that you keep consistency. Big challenge in that industry. So tell us what is this passion coming from?
Well, this passion has just happened ever since I was born. I've always had a thing for food. I think it also
Wow.
helped that my friends and my family were never limited to food. Like, for example, my mom, she would cook something and then tell me, eat it first, tell me how you like it, and then I'll tell you what it is.
Wow.
So, it'd be like cow foot, tripe, beef liver, chicken, like fowl chicken. Like there was a lot of things in my culture that they cook. And at first it's like, oh, this is good. Oh, this is beef liver. Now you're like, but then you can't say it's
Uh,
disgusting. So one of the
well,
things that I learned from that was that you have to be willing to experiment. And then
mhm.
also just seeing the way that my family, specifically my grandmother, cooked, everything was fresh. I would just watch her just take a fish, wash the fish, descale it, put lemon and vinegar, and then take a pilon, which is basically a mortar and pesto like thing, and she would just put it on the floor, and then she would just ground those spices. And it was just a process. It was also like seeing like a fairy tale happen because she would make all this food and then cook it and then you just watch people like, oh, I need a third plate, I need a fourth plate. And I found that that was very intimate for me. Like I want someone to get that product and feel like it's home and also feel like it's been made with fresh ingredients.
And sound to me that is also very healthy because this fish, in a way that you describe that is preparing, and we have a big problem. There is a big problem. I'm based in United Kingdom in London, but also United States. We have a big problem with obesity, and the reason for that is because there are a lot of sugar in the food that people buy out of the supermarkets, and also when they go out on restaurants, the food is it might taste really good, but if it's really healthy. So coming back to the natural, yeah, I travel a lot all over the world, and there are countries like Spain, for example, or Italy, that
Yeah.
these countries, they have very nice high quality food, and with 2, 3, 4 ingredients, you eating an amazing healthy food that tastes nice and is actually good for your body.
Right.
Um, so because the Caribbean cuisine, of course, is fish is a big part of it, because is surrounded by water. But the other thing that you were sharing, for example, talking about liver, it happened to be that liver it has a lot of protein. Is even better than actually the steak in terms of all the
Yes.
things that can provide to your body. So, what do you think that is the tendency of, because I had a restaurant before, and to prepare this kind of food that tastes so good with natural ingredients, it's actually expensive. You need a chef, or you need someone that knows what he's doing. So how you mitigating this risk? Because we cannot have it both way. Ideally, the other thing, when I had my restaurant was Spanish, and people were coming to tell me, "Okay, Harry, I want the food, and I want it now." I'm like, "No, no, 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 that doesn't work like this. If you want
Yeah.
fresh, you have to wait. This is how it works." And people want it fast, and this food needs time to prepare, if it's gonna be fresh. So, how are you dealing with all these consumer behavior that we have in our society that's actually in decrement of their health? But then people want the food fast. People want, and they don't care if it's healthy or not. Whether your business model, you're creating healthy food, and it actually takes time, right? You cannot have it right away. Am I wrong?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I can
Especially
say
you
that
have it start up. I presume it's only you cooking at the moment, right?
yes.
There you
So I'm
go. So
everyone. I'm the
I'm
executive chef, the
baking.
founder, customer service. I'm
Tell me about
everyone.
it. Been there several times. Don't worry, you're gonna make it. Don't worry about that. Been there several times. It's a lot of fun. It's very intense, but it will pay off as soon as you increase your sale. So, how you doing in terms of ingredients? Good quality ingredients. You are getting the affordable price, so you have to be very creative in creating this menu. We were talking about flour in the previous podcast, that flour here in US, they are enriched and somehow it's not good for people. Whether if you use an alternative type of flour, your products can have better quality, and the consumers are getting very savvy, and they start to understand what is a good product, that good food that's actually tastes good. Some people's, I'm a big advocate. Food is like medicine. You eat healthy, yeah. You don't look overweight to me, so
Oh
meaning that
no,
you're
I
eating
eat
very
healthy a
healthy.
lot.
I can
Listen,
tell.
right next
I
to
can
me,
tell. Look how sporty you look.
right next to me right
Surrounded.
now is like
Yeah,
Mexican mince and oregano,
I
something that I
see. I
can
see.
make
I
with
can tell.
tea.
I can
Yeah,
tell.
so I
Yeah,
have herbs everywhere.
you are your product. Can you imagine that you're selling healthy food and you're overweight? That's not gonna work, no.
There are corporations that do that, so we can't say everyone is ethical, but
Uh,
I am.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So, I'm glad. I'm glad to. Yeah, you have to be and live what your business is. So, what? How? I know that educating the clients is is a long process. Okay, in terms of this, and at the moment I know that is very niche. Where are you based? Where is your business? You have a local business, right? So,
Um, Not local business. It's like vendor opportunities, for
oh wow,
advertising purpose. So I travel within different states.
really? Oh wow. So
Yeah.
so basically, somebody have a wedding, you will be able to prepare everything for 200
Yes,
people.
I would be. Yes.
You by yourselves, 200
Yes.
people. Wow, you're good.
Listen,
You're
the
fantastic.
important thing of owning a business in which you probably know is allocating certain days. It's very important for you to schedule preparation, inventory,
Mm-hmm.
supplies, and
Mm-hmm.
production.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
if
the
you're able
secret
to
is in
do that,
preparation. I remember
then you can
I.
do anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very impressive. Yeah, remember when I used to work in the Hilton's room service long time ago, 17 years old, 17 years ago actually. I remember that when we have 400 people, yeah, the kitchen was more busy the day before actually the day that we are
Yeah.
delivering the food. And if the day that we're delivering the food, it was very easy to do the thing. And the chef always was telling me, Harry, the preparation is the secret for this thing, not actually the day that you need to do the things, right? Um, so in terms of there are this business model that you're doing, actually, I'm a big fan. I'll tell you why, right? Because it's flexible and you can use hide a facility, the kitchen, and do your preparation. And this is also working good for the restaurant. Somebody came across the other day that was telling me, Harry, look what a waste. This cafeteria is open from 6 to 4 p.m. and after 4 p.m. it closes, and all this kitchen is not utilized for anything. And if someone like you come and say, look, I have this thing, I can rent out your kitchen and this is an extra money. Of course, the cafeteria people gonna be so happy, making extra money for nothing.
Right.
They have it closing anyway. And for you, you don't have this fixed cost because I had restaurants, so this I know what I'm talking about. Having to pay rent, have to pay kitchen and all this. If you don't have a large client base, can be uh, is you have a very high fixed cost where now you have a lot of flexibility in
Definitely.
terms of
Which is very
mobility.
important. Which is very
Yeah.
important in the beginning of the business for you to understand the alternatives. Because the first thing is when I looked at commercial kitchens, I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then just going there for a quote and just hearing, oh, I have to pay 5K, 6K. It's like, whoa, can I live here? And they're like, no. And then you have to purchase your own freezer, your own fridge, but then to be able to invest in the community by using commercial kitchens such as like the church and the school, it's
Mm-hmm.
much better. It
Mm-hmm.
feels
Mm-hmm.
much better for me.
Okay, tell us a little bit more about this. How, we always talk about do good, make money, but do good. So how you're engaging with your local community and so they can try out your products.
Well, last year I did an event in which I gave to a homeless shelter in New Jersey.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, I started off with that because I felt like it was very important. Like, just as I start a business, I start giving charity. It's very important because that's something that
Wow.
my grandmother always taught me. When you get a blessing, it's important for you to spread the blessing. So I've also done that. Currently, I do a percentage of my sales. I donate it to the Alzheimer's Association.
Oh, wow.
I was inspired because my grandmother got dementia. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like those type of things, it's part of my business. I can't say like, oh, that's something that I do just for it's part of me. The more
Oh,
money
wow.
that I make, the more money I should give.
Oh, wow. That's really amazing. And you're about to find out something even better. You will see that when you give away, you receive 10 times more.
Yes,
Soon,
I'm
soon,
definitely doing that.
soon. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how it works, this thing. Soon you're gonna be giving away this food in that church to the homeless, and somebody will appear and say, you know what, I sponsor you. And probably,
Yeah,
you're gonna have a social enterprise. Yeah, I don't know. In United Kingdom, we have this concept here. I don't know how advanced you are guys in this. So it's an enterprise that have a social purpose, and then you can find a sponsor and for a sponsor to support the way you do it. So and it's also to build in a brand, right? That people, the consumer, I don't think that people actually people are more happy to even pay more money for your food, knowing that you are doing charity events and you're donating for this association that, by the way, Muhammad Ali Jr., my personal friend, his dad have kind of Alzheimer and Parkinson, right? And he's also working on that to to try to raise some funds for and create awareness about this similar story. Yeah. So one now let's work the business side of it because again, in terms of how you scale this, I mean, this sounds like an amazing lifestyle business, and I think that you can make a lot of money by yourself, and you don't need to scale and make millions out of this if you don't want to, because this can give you very nice lifestyle business where you go and work whatever you want, the way you want, and then you can prepare meals for wedding, for events, for exhibitions, you name it, and then that's it. You can have 4 month holiday if you want, and then you can take part of this profit and give it to charity or whatever you want because this is what you want. Completely different ball game is scale this type of business because consistency is a big problem, and to find someone as passionate as you are at this business and to create the recipes as consistency as you're doing it yourself, this is a big problem in this industry. So, what are your plans? What is your mission to scale? How you or you prefer to keep it like a lifestyle business, tiny for yourself, for your community, for the people around? What are your plans?
Well, the current and the future objective is to just keep those standards pertaining to quality control with the food, also having a high level of customer service, making sure that the customer always feels like they're wanted, that they're number one. I can say for the future, I would like to be in retail, specifically a CPG
Retail.
brand in the
Oh my
free.
God. Wow.
Yes, I want to see my empanadas in a Whole Foods or in a
Oh,
supermarket in the freezer. I think
wow.
that
That's
that
why
would
you
be
want to see
amazing.
yourself. You,
Yeah.
you know what you're getting into is about to become complex. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe you find the fun of this, but when you scale the kind of business, is this personal touch cannot disappear. You know, in the massive production facilities, it's all about numbers and food costs and quality, and the whole thing becomes like a factory.
Right.
And you will need cash flow, but well, definitely you're very investable. So
Oh, yeah.
okay, so how come you become so entrepreneurial? Do you have any entrepreneurs in your family? Why if your mom is an entrepreneur, your dad's an entrepreneur, how come you decided to have your own business?
Well, I come from a family that's very much go-getters
Oh
because
wow.
they're an immigrant family coming from Haiti. Their philosophy was that there's no such thing as the impossible.
Mm.
Everyone
Oh.
has a story of building up, you know? So coming from that, I was taught that listen, if you're willing to work hard, you'll get it. That's
That's
it.
the
And
culture
that's
you
really
come in.
my philosophy because starting in this business, it was like a state of confusion. Like, for example, I would go to supermarkets for meat,
Hmm.
not knowing that the cheaper alternative is just for me to go to a butcher and just have an agreement with them so they can supply like fresh produce, fresh food, sometimes pastry sheets within a discount. So that's something that I had to learn through research and also connecting with people. So I can say that with my family was always willing to learn something. If they didn't know something yesterday, they'll know something today.
Hmm. And then yeah, the secret of the food is the food has to taste good. And one of the secret of those cuisines is that it lies in high quality ingredients. If you have good quality ingredients, and you will be successful in the food business. This I can tell you for sure.
Oh yeah.
And the secret is in the supplies and searching, that supplier that have such a high quality product that can give you at a price that you can make a profit. Now let's talk about operation because it's not the same to make a pizza because the pizza you have something plain, you put some stuff, you put it in the oven, and that's it. Takes 1 minute. Whether your recipes it takes time, right? Especially if it's ordered in large quantity. So how you deal with the operation? And now you are yourself, but if you have two orders at the same time and you need to hire a chef is expensive. With this, I mean, if you're cooking for 7 people, maybe you can take someone, but if you're making 200 meals, you definitely need a chef.
Oh yeah, no,
So
absolutely.
and you need the chef and to deliver, let's say, two orders at the same time. This is when become problematic your business, right?
Right. So the way that I navigate towards multiple orders is first of all prioritization, but making sure that I have enough supplies on hand at all times. There should be no reason to why I only have supplies for one customer. So I always make sure when I go to the butcher or whenever I go to my suppliers, I at least have multiples of everything. So there's not a situation in which someone's asking for a rum cake and I don't have supplies of rum. I think it's very important. Now, when it pertains to
Wow, that
catering, I
sounds
have
amazing. Rum cake.
oh yes, it's rum cake. Yeah, there's rum in the cake, and there's also special rum frosting that I make. A lot of people
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very
but I think
Caribbean, by the way. Yeah.
oh yeah, very Caribbean because we like the rum. But I
Yeah.
think it's very important pertaining to my website because the thing is when I send the packages, I send them chilled within an insulated box with ice. So that's why I'm thinking more retail because with catering, it has to be on demand and there's a lot of cost and also temporary employees. But my main goal is to make sure that I'm providing freshness in someone's home and also at the convenience with the supermarket as well.
Hmm. Okay. So, to having a business direct to consumer, okay, because there are two things. One is direct to consumer, which is you sending the food to people's homes, and you have the second one, which is the supermarket, which is B2B, right? Um, these elements of route to market have completely different approaches and strategies. So which one is your favorite? Go to B2B for the supermarkets or to the direct to consumer, which is getting fresh food up to people's homes. What do you think that is your main priority at the moment?
My main priority is the direct to consumers because I'm getting that one-on-one approach with people. So people are experiencing the customer service and the build up, the progression of the website, and also tasting the food. And I think that that's important when it pertains to
100%.
brand recognition.
Yeah, definitely. I think that if you focus in the direct to consumer for the moment, that's gonna get you ahead big time because you will validate the product, and this is a very is this food Caribbean food is very colorful, so it's very Instagrammable. Is you can use TikTok, you can use it's the demonstration products. So you can do some recipes in TikTok, in Instagram, and then you can start to build your following. You can start to create your own market, right? So
Right. Which
the
is
people
currently happening, which is very interesting
really
because
tell me a little bit more
one
about
would
this. How you doing in TikTok and Instagram?
well, Caribbean bakery and Instagram is doing well. It's growing. Interestingly enough, people will think that when you have a Caribbean business, there will be more Caribbeans, but it's like no, I'm actually getting like a
No,
very diverse following. I'm getting people who are
absolutely.
curious, people that want to have it in their dinner, people that want to have it as gifts. So it's
And if
amazing
you
to
if you
see.
share in there, your charity vision, if you share in there your community work, if you share in this along with of course with the food and how you cooking and how you creating that's gonna build a sustainable brand, what we call it. We have my girlfriend have a movement with Maridame with the secret global conscious entrepreneur. I think that we have to be conscious as an
Yeah.
entrepreneur. And people think that this is only about recycling a plastic bottle, and it has more than that. It's having a business that your product is actually healthy and keep people healthy. Also, you are helping your community, and
Absolutely.
also you're a women, right? And women of color, so let's call it this way. And you engage with the community. Maybe other women can be empowered, and you have inclusivity also in your right way on your business model. So all those elements are strong elements of what we call it being a conscious entrepreneur. So you can
Absolutely.
do good, you can do good and make money, but this is not only about, you know, putting a plastic bottle in the container. It's more to it, and you're taking all the boxes. You can build a very powerful brand. And supermarket will be very interested if it is the values and that those values that you're sharing behind that brand. When you have an attraction, definitely supermarket will be leaning in because they know that the consumers are getting very savvy, and uh, and they know that there is a tiny a sector of the market that they are starting to be aware of what type of food they want to eat, and what type of entrepreneur they want to support. You see, at the end of the day, the consumer has the last say because people buy. And in the same way that we did the research, we did some research, and we find out that people prefer to work in companies that they recycle and they're more conscious entrepreneurs and they give to charity, even if they get paid less, that work in a company they make more money, and but it's no this consciousness around the product. So this is some research that has been done. So at the end of the day, being the way that you are building this, you are reinforcing your brand and you're sending a message to everyone out there. And I'm not surprised that you're following. They are from all over the place because there is not about food from Haiti or the Caribbean food. It's not about that. It's about the values and the mission that in the brand. What's the person? What's the brand behind the food? Okay,
Absolutely. Definitely.
so
Can I
you're
expand
in the
on
right.
something?
Go ahead. Yes.
So, like you said, I feel like when it pertains to this generation and just currently in technology, everyone's giving value to the business in terms of interaction. It is very important as a small business or even an established company for people to see interaction, such as your passion with the food, how do you make it, also seeing other people eat it. So I feel like that will definitely benefit me in supermarkets because that's one of the qualities that they
Hmm.
seek for. It's like, okay, just as you are making something and you want to buy and sell it, how do you make people feel?
Hmm.
Do people come to your website and feel like it's good? Or am I seeing other people eat it and celebrate it? Like if people go to my Instagram, pretty.pate, you'll see other people eating it. You'll see children, you'll see events, you'll see certain people taking fun pictures with
Fantastic.
it. It's amazing. And that's one of the things that I love about the business is that even though I may not know these people, they know my food. And I feel like my food
Absolutely.
is a reflection of that.
Absolutely. And you have to go for it. That's the as a solo entrepreneur. This is you have to talk about your business. You have to talk about your food, and you have to demonstrate in this channel that you have to Instagram, TikTok. I think that Instagram and TikTok, they are, and even YouTube Shorts. You can demonstrate the food. You can demonstrate how people are eating it. You can demonstrate how healthy it is. You can make some make a little bit of fun. The food actually is very good because it's very colorful, and you
Yeah.
are talking about things that people never heard of, like rum. What was it? Rum what?
Rum cake.
Rum cake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So look at that name, and then exactly using unique names and that they are not common. That will increase the following, and you can have clients also from that direct to consumer. Is it's all about consistency, and it's all about being creative. And at the end of the day, I get it that you're passionate about food and you're passionate, but now you know that in order to move your business forward, now you have to become like a showwoman, like someone that comes to podcasts, someone that comes to Instagram. You need to be out there again and again and again and again, building that brand because you're in a small business and you can use uh, these channels that they are free. I mean, they're free, but you consume a lot of time. You have to have the right video. You have to so maybe leverage what you're doing. You know, when you have an order or whatever, try to record yourself doing these type of things and post as much content. What kind of problem you solving? Yeah, is it only taste good or is there is more to it? Is it healthy? You can be fit. You contribute to charity. What is the whole 360 experience? And when people are eating this food, they know they're supporting you and they will supporting what is behind the brand. I always said that you know when you see somebody when London. When you go to the metro, you see the musician play, right? And I
Yeah.
always give them money. Why I give them money? Because I want them to keep playing music. That's why I give them money. So the clients, when they are buying from you, they're supporting you, the person behind your product and what you represent. But they need to know about it, and you have to be all over the place. And then I know that you will thinking, Harry, but then when I cook, if I need to create those videos, if I have to do all this, so when I do research for new recipes, when I do this, well, welcome to the entrepreneurial world. They're so fascinated, yeah. But when everything work out, you will be shocked when your things will be in the supermarket. You're gonna come and say, Harry, you won't believe I'm making millions. And
I love that.
yeah, it's coming to you. Stay consistent. Yeah, keep your costs tight. And keep talking about your product and keep doing good. And eventually, like I said, is uh, you will see that people will love to sponsor you, right? And this is something. Sometimes you have to find strategic partnerships. Yeah, remember there are companies in London that they do what you do and they supply food for tech companies and you have these because these tech companies they have the kitchen
Yes.
in the facility but they don't cook anything. They just receive the catering from companies that have an external kitchen or an external somewhere else, and it's in the best interest of those companies to have suppliers like you that so they know that the employees are eating healthy, so they can perform better, and at the same time, you know, contributing to society and everything. That also reinforce the brand. You know, if you have when it comes to the food chain and have responsible suppliers, right? The whole things, somebody that company that has a strong social responsibility mission and vision for the product and service. We love to partner with you that have that align in the same way. And now we are creating something that is the it's actually reinforce both brands. So need to look on those type of partners, yeah, who have your same culture, your same values, that have alternative product, and that would be a very good idea for your supply. So, so what is the next step? Okay, so this is your first year, and you are have already all your recipes, right? How many recipes do you have in the bakery plus the food?
I think like less than so probably 8.
Good. That's good. That's fantastic. Keep it tight
Yeah.
because the
I
more
realize that. Keep it
the
nice and
more
compressed.
the more you expand this, the problem will start. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's better to have 8 winning out of the 8 products. Which one is the winner? The rum cake Which one is the winner? Are they products?
So it's the strawberry shortcake and the oxtail empanada.
Okay, very good. And this outperforming big time the rest of the of the items. So
I'm sorry, you said is it like
these two
expensive?
are out. No, they are outperforming the other 6 items in the
Oh yeah,
menu. Uh,
absolutely. And then the third one is the rum cinnamon rolls. It's like there are
mm-hmm,
people that will purchase it like three or four of like
mm-hmm.
each item.
Well, and you see, this is a product that people can order again and again because maybe people are having for breakfast, people are having for this, so it's everything.
Yeah.
So this is what you have to look at. You have to see, okay, I have 3 products that they are the winners there. So this product has to be, yeah. And then the other ones, um, have a look. Have a look what can be done in order to because your goal is to have 8 products now for starting 8 products that they are good, meaning they are selling well. They have very good margin, and and then it's easy for you to distribute that, and because at the end of the day, also supermarkets they're not gonna want a variety of food. They want you to have 2 3 products, okay, on the one brand, and then that they taste really really good, and they have uh, market adoption because the variety in the food uh, is expensive,
Oh yeah.
and
No, it's definitely
you can have better
expensive.
ingredients. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, and then supermarkets is who align with your brand. There are different type of supermarkets that are smaller, local bakeries. You can start to supply these
Definitely.
retail better. Yeah. Okay. So what message do you have? How people can find your product? How people can find you? How this process works? If somebody want to taste your food from United States, somebody want to order a rum cake, yes, or a cinnamon. How this process work? What they have to do?
So first they have to go to Pate.com. And once they click on it, they can click on shop all. And then from there, they click on seasonal desserts and they'll get the rum cake there.
Wow. And how long will it take to arrive to the house if they don't live
Well,
in USA?
if they don't live in the United States,
No, no, they live in United States. They live in
oh, okay.
United
If
States.
they
Let's say
live in the United
they don't
States.
live in your state.
So it's probably 1 to 3 business days. I usually
Wow.
prefer that priority mail shipping is recommended because since I'm dealing with perishable food, I want to make sure it's the high quality. So it's usually that, and there's the option of the next day shipping.
Wow. That's next day shipping. Wow. Yeah, then the people that pay more.
Mhm.
Wow. So I wish you all the best. Keep having fun. Yeah. And keep your purpose and make sure that you build a strong brand. I think you're brilliant. Yeah. And the more you build this brand in your social media out there and gradually you increase and have more clients. Eventually you will have a surprise. Eventually keep going, don't give up. You're clearly passionate about what you do, and like this it can get you ahead a lot, and then your family, they will be very proud that you are
Oh
actually
yeah,
keeping the culture. Okay, who's gonna tell?
absolutely.
I always said that there is the when the Spaniards they went to Cuba, right? They kill all the natives that they were living there, the Indians. There were not that many, and maybe there was a little bit rebellious, so was ready to kill all of them. And they started to bring people from Africa, and they realized very quickly, okay, that they could take the freedom because they make them work really hard for free, yeah. But they knew that they could never take away the culture. That's why they allowed them to play the drums on Sundays all the time, because they knew that if for any reason they don't let these people to keep the culture, these people are gonna kill them. So from the people you can even take away the freedom, but you can never take away the culture. And even you that have been born in this country, in United States, you going back to your roots and you going back to expanding the culture of the home country for your parents. So that's amazing. Well done for that. So, and for all of you following this broadcast, entrepreneurs are leaders. See you in our next episode. How brave entrepreneurs like Noushky are doing businesses to make the world a better place. Bye for now.
Follow us for more on charismatic speaking, leadership, exponential business growth, branding, marketing, strategies designed to help you monetize your knowledge, find true happiness, and manifest your goals and dreams.